Opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford. Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, can you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me. And the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance. And I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want. And I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the start of Game 2. Kamiyah Hampton in the circle here for the Indians. This First American National Bank opening pitch is going to be fouled off. Comes your way at 2:06. It's a 2:06 start time here in Game 2 against Lansing. If you're just now joining us, ICC picked up an 11-0 win in 5 innings in the first game of the day. They improved to 11-0. And for Lansing, they fall to 0-1. That pitch in there for a strike. Being joined by C.J. Adams here for Game 2. Raphael Henry on camera. Lee Adams taking photos. Also updating Twitter. You can follow us on Let's Go ICC. And C.J., good start to the season for the Lady Indians, or excuse me, for the Indians so far. There's a ground ball to second. Throw over is in time for the putout. 4-3 of Owen. 11-0. Good start, number 2 in the country. So Coach Kurt's got quite the program put together here over the years.
Picking up where they left off last year, returning a lot of sophomores this year, a lot of game experience. Didn't have a full roster last year, so most of them saw the field, which works out good for us this year.
And so now it'll be 1 out, and this is going to be Dybel coming to the plate. So that pitch drifts high there for Hampton. Let's take a look at some Sonic stats here on our starter, Kamiyah Hampton. She is 5-0 in the year. She's pitched 24 innings, has surrendered 11 hits. She's walked 3, struck out 22, and has still yet to give up a run this season. That pitch fouled off. And 1-1 now goes the count.
Maya's coming out strong to start this season out. Didn't really play a whole lot last year, but coming in today, 5-0, 22 strikeouts, 0 earned runs. That's just hard to beat.
And so 1-1 now is the count here. That pitch inside for a ball. So 2-1 now is the count here on Dybel, the right fielder. That pitch just missing inside. 3-1 now is the count. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on here. Top of the first. Game 2 between ICC and Lansing. And they're going to be a walk. Just couldn't quite settle in and find the zone that time, could Hampton.
Shortstop, number 25, Jada Walton.
She's not far off. She's getting real close to a strike, especially that inside corner.
Check swing is going to be a foul ball. So that'll go for strike one. Trying to get our headset situation figured out here. It's not showing you coming in hot there, CJ. Although I hear you fine. You good? Probably a lot of people right now with the game on mute because of me. But either way it goes, 0-1 is the count after that foul ball. This is Walton. Swings on this one. It gets out of play. 0-2 now will go the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Runner at first here for the Stars. Fakes the throw down to first. 1-2 now is the count here from Hampton to Walton. So 1-2 pitch coming, change up, and they're going to appeal, say, did she go? He says he did not, and that'll go be a ball. Well, thought about it late that time. Pitch hung up high. And that pitch in there for strike 3. Big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout, first out of the inning, gets Walton looking at that one.
32, Kara Mahoney.
And now this will be Mahoney coming to the plate here. The DP batting in that 4 spot for the Stars. Mahoney looks at that pitch inside, but called a ball. It's one of those, the first game of the day, the home plate umpire liked that inside pitch. So far, not earning that one early on here. Check swing, beautiful, beautiful changeup. Yeah, she had that one way ahead of her that time, CJ. And this one's going to be hammered left side. Throw to second is in time for the putout. But we'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
One Hot and Ready Classic. We actually changed it with...
What? You've changed, Little Caesars. You've changed! They've changed, Balloon Bro. You've changed, Karate Man. How can you dance during a time like this? You've changed! Ah! Tell me why.
It tastes even better because we added 33% more pepperoni.
Give me one of those.
Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. Got, I think, everything figured out now.
Leading off for the Lady Indians, the second
yes, there was
number
CJ.
6, Hannah Henry.
It just wasn't unmuting the microphones properly. So I'll just have to go to the stream deck to unmute everything.
Just trying to take away my freedom of speech.
That's what it was.
It's all right.
So it'll be Hannah Henry to start us off here. Henry, Patterson, and Hayes scheduled up here in the bottom of the first. That first pitch in there for strike. This is Maltby in the circle here. As we talked about, their first game of the year, so don't have any stats on the pitcher, as this is going to be just a bunt attempt. And it's going to be in there for a single.
Now batting for the Lady Indians, the center fielder, number 1.
So now it'll be Mckenzie Patterson coming to the plate. ICC had a big 9-run bottom of the 4th inning. And ICC trying to see if they can keep those bats hot. 11 runs on 11 hits is pretty productive. We've got time called here, and bullpen having to get the ball back in there. So Mckenzie Patterson at the plate. Shows bunt, lays it down, and the throw is not going to be in time again. Now they're going to try to go to third, and it's not in time. ICC applying some pressure there, CJ, and now they've got runners on the corners.
No, she got to second on that throw to third.
Okay, so she advanced on the throw.
Well, then, yeah, she's just going to drop her gear off. Some heads-up base run in there by Henry and Patterson to turn 2 bunts into runners on second and third with nobody out.
So ICC, that's one thing Coach Kurt likes to do, is apply a lot of pressure. And he did back-to-back bunt attempts, and as you said, now India's with runners at second and third, and there's going to be a grounder up the middle. Only one play, and it's going to be to first. The run will score.
In the cleanup slot.
And so the Indians
Caroline
get that 6-3 RBI ground out to take a 1-0 lead. And now this will be the DP Clark coming to the plate. So Clark will dig in here with 1 out and a runner at third. And that pitch in there for a strike to Clark.
Clark's batting .529 on the season right now with a home run. So definitely a dangerous bat up there.
And there's a liner over the head of the second baseman. That'll score another one for ICC. Clark's looking to turn this one into 2, and she will.
So good.
Clutch hit there by Clark, an RBI double, and ICC cashing in early takes a 2-0 lead. That's just a good piece of hitting. Went with the pitch, put it over the head of the second baseman, and pushes across that second run for the Indians. Alverson rips one, third baseman finds it, throws over to first. Clark will head over to third. And she'll be safe.
Number 24.
It's a good play over there by number 10. That's Shelby Warner at third, grabbing that one. That was a well-hit softball.
So now it'll be Madison Jenkins coming to the plate. She swings on this one, fouls it off, strike 1. ICC plates 2. It was a ground out by Hayes that scored Henry, and then a double by Clark that scored Patterson so far here in the bottom of the first. That pitch, wow, called a strike.
Looked a little high from up here.
Well, I know Jenkins is tall, but I don't think she's 7 foot. But either way it goes, 0-2 is the count. And he's going to say that one was up a little bit. Some of the ICC faithful kind of still murmuring over that last strike call. 1-2 now is the count. Jenkins rips one, pulls it foul, and will stay at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third base. ICC leading it 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Game 2, trying to complete the sweep here of Lansing. First ever meeting between these two teams. Jenkins looks at that pitch outside. 2-2 now is the count. So winning the 2-2 offering here to Jenkins. This one, left fielder is going to get to the gap, and that'll score another one. Jenkins thought about 2, but instead will hold up at first and go back and look at that one on Little Caesars instant replay. As Clark comes across to score, and ICC now leads this one 3-0.
I think that's good awareness by Jenkins stopping at 1. That ball just hit the brakes when it hit that outfield grass.
Connor Stevens, our Samstown Market star of the game for Game 1. She went 3 for 3 with a pair of 2-run doubles in that game for Connor Stevens. It's playing in right field, and CJ, that's one thing. It hasn't. I mean, it has, but it hasn't rained bad lately. But the ball, at times when you hit a certain spot, it does tend to die out there in that outfield. So a good heads-up piece of base running there by Jenkins, and probably Coach Lawson over there as well, holding her up from going to second.
Yeah, we can give Lawson the credit.
I like it. So 1-1 now is the count. That pitch goes high here to Stevens. She was one of the 10 members of the softball team that was honored between games here on Sophomore Day. So 2-1 now is the count here to Stevens. Fouls this one off to the right side. And the count now goes 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Indians have struck for 3 so far here in the bottom of the first. There's going to be a grounder. Third baseman had it, lost it, and that's going to be an error. So E5 on the play there. She just couldn't quite transfer it out of her glove. And so a 2-out error now will put runners on first and second. And we'll bring up Allison Harrison, the 8th batter of the inning here for the Indians.
Yeah, that was one of those tough little short hops. She did a pretty good job just to corral that to keep it from being a outfield shot.
This one back to the third baseman. She'll simply step on the bag and redeem herself there to end the inning with no damage done beyond that. So ICC does get 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. We'll take a break and come back with the top of the second. That first inning being brought to you by Samstown Market. Sam Fairs and the rest of the crew at Samstown Market proudly serve some of the best meats and produce around, along with a wide variety of specialty items. Stop by and visit Samstown Market, located right there in the heart of Manatee. Look them up on Facebook. That's Samstown Market. Back with more right after this.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Batman can fight crime, but only you can bring home the Batman calzone from Little Caesars with pizza and calzone crust. So you tell us, who's the real hero? Walk in and walk out with the Batman calzone and see the Batman in theaters March 4th.
Pizza, pizza. You hear it, bacon? That sizzle?
Dude, whatever food does that. Applauds itself
There's no
on the
other
way
food
out.
that claps for itself. Sonic bacon on bacon, quarter-pound double cheeseburger. I've never thought about this before.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as ICC leads this one 3-0. We're heading to the top of the second, and this is going to be a foul ball, as this is Harris at the plate, and probably a break there for Harris, as that was a great job by Hayes to pop up and throw her out at first.
Yeah, the ball had a lot of spin on it. Not necessarily top spin, I guess side spin, because it was doing all kind of crazy stuff. But she grabbed it right when it went over the line, make it a foul ball.
So 0-1 is the count here on Harris. Harris, Maltby, and Bird scheduled up here for the Stars of Lansing. There's a grounder right back to the pitcher. Zips it over in time for the putout. 1-3 of Harris. Nice job there by Hampton as that one took a bigger hop than normally you see those ground balls back to the pitcher. She was able to handle that one, gather herself, and throw it over for out number 1. So 1 out now. And this will be Maltby coming back to, or excuse me, pitching here. So she would love to help her own cause with a base hit. Looks at that first pitch. Missing for a ball. Kind of have to keep an eye on this home plate umpire. He has a very vocal ball call, as equally vocal as his strike calls. So you want to have keep an eye on it. So we're in the top of the second, game 2. And that one missing. 2-0 now is the count. That pitch inside corner for a strike.
Pitch.
Yep. 2-1 now is the count. So 2-1 pitch coming here. This one lifted. Center fielder will go over, camp underneath it, and draw the out.
Now batting, playing second base, number 22.
So 2 away now. And this will bring up Bird, the second baseman here for Lansing. ICC leads it 3-0. Bird will dig in, trying to spark a 2-out rally here. This is that first pitch high for a ball. Well, you look at Bird, she doesn't present much of a strike zone, so you got to be pretty accurate when she comes to the plate.
It is about a 1.5 foot strike zone right there.
There's a grounder right back up the middle, and that'll go for a base hit. Return to sender. Nice job there by Bird for the first hit of the day for the Stars.
Now batting.
And now this will bring up the left fielder.
Reagan Williams.
This will be Williams batting in that 8th spot. So trying to spark a 2-out rally going here in the top of the second with ICC leading 3-0. That pitch right in there for a strike. Good job by Hampton coming back and attacking the batter. That's where she's at her best, is when she can work ahead and counts. So 0-1 is the count here. Change up, and it's a beauty.
It's just nasty.
I tell you, that's one of the most beautiful pitches in the game of softball, when you can throw a change up for a strike.
And that was I hate to say breaking, but a late breaking change up there.
Yep.
It looked like a fastball to the very last second.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there to end the inning, as it is the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
Life's a sport that's full of laughter, the perfect plays, the near disasters. Some days it's tough to know which way to run. So when the game gets out of hand, you need a pal who's got a plan, a friend to help you win while having fun. He knows the score, passing the ball or passing the test. He knows the scoop, how to succeed and how to invest. Always remember, Herbstreit knows best.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
As we get set here for the bottom of the second inning. This second inning being brought to you by the Cagle Eye Center here in Fulton. They provide professional and comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding area. They're located at 402 Access Road here in Fulton. Set up your appointment by calling 662-862-EYES. That's 662-862-EYES. Katie Boatner, the number 9 batter, will start us off here in the inning. And there's a slap attempt right back to the pitcher. Easy toss over for the putout.
Hitter for the Lady Indians, number 6, Hannah Henry.
So now we go back to the top lineup here, and Hannah Henry, who got everything started for the Indians when she reached on an infield single on a bunt attempt. Kind of looking like Cade whenever he's had a sweet tea out there, just running around like crazy.
I tell you, the speed we have at the top of this lineup is just ridiculous.
There's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, and she had to quickly get that one over. Backhands it and gets it over there in time. So 2 quick outs here for Lansing. And that's what the Stars need right there, CJ. Try to see if they can get the bats back to the order here and get back in this contest.
Absolutely. Get a 1-2-3 inning and get back on that offense.
So this will be Patterson at the plate. Show bunt, pull back on it. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball. Patterson also reached on an infield single in her previous at bat, advanced on the throw. Slow roller to the second baseman, easy toss over, and a very quick 3-up, 3-down inning there. And we've played 2 here in Fulton. ICC leads it 3-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the top of the third inning. 9-1-2 batters due up here for Lansing. It'll be the third baseman, Warner, coming to the plate here. ICC leads it 3-0 after putting a 3 spot on the board there in the bottom of the first. Neither team could put runs on the board in the second. This third inning is being brought to you by Max Home. They're hiring for all positions and are willing to train quality people. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. That's Max Home right here in Fulton and Sulligent, Alabama. That pitch to Warner in there for a strike. So 0-1 is the count here for Warner, her first appearance here in Game 2. If you're just now joining us, ICC picked up an 11-0 win in run rule fashion in the first game of the day. Is that pitch missing for a ball? 1-1 now is the count. Warner playing at third base. She's been pretty solid over there. She did have that one error in the previous inning. But as CJ said, she did a good job of just coming up and keeping that one in front of her to keep it from advancing to the outfield and allowing the runner to get multiple bases on that error. So 2-1 the count now. Hampton still in the circle here for the Indians. That pitch just missing up. 3-1 now is the count. So 3 balls, 1 strike. I do. And she swings on it. And it's knocked down by the first baseman. So Let's go with the infield hit because that one was on her in a hurry there. And as you said, it kind of just, when it hit her, kind of went away from her. Took an awkward hop up on a blistering shot there to the first baseman. This one fouled back for strike one. This is Owen at the plate. She grounded out 4-3 in her previous at bat. The Indians would like to see a carbon copy of this one, see if they might be able to turn two in this situation with a Little Caesars double play. And this is going to be popped up in foul territory. Hayes giving chase, just couldn't quite get to it. So 0-2 now is the count. So Owen will have to guard the dish here with the 0-2 pitch. And, just couldn't quite find that corner enough for the umpire's liking there. Good-looking pitch, but called a ball. Yeah, I would say it was one of those, I think he shouted ball, but may have meant strike. Swing and a miss for strike three. Then the runner does head to second with the throw down to first. So that will be a Renaissance Bank strikeout, third of the game for Hampton. Warner will advance. And so now with one out and a runner at second, this will be Dybel coming to the plate. CJ, I like the aggressiveness on the bases there by the Stars, knowing they're down 3 and have had trouble manufacturing runs today.
Get that run in.
That pitch missing on the outside. Got away, but a nice job there by Hayes to keep it in front of her.
She's very aggressive out there at second, too, on each pitch.
So 1-1 is the count with one out. And chases the inside pitch, fouls it off. 1-2 now will be the count here on Dybel. She walked in her previous at-bat. There is one out in the inning and a runner at second here for Lansing. That pitch goes high. Now they get her in a rundown. And the Indians get the out. Go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay.
She had been getting those big leads on each pitch, and Kara finally fired one down there to get her in that rundown.
And so that will be 2-4-5-2 on the putout. Thanks goodness for that Little Caesars instant replay. So now with 2 away, this pitch fouled off, and that'll go for strike one. So Hampton getting a little help from her defense after that leadoff single by Warner. This is going to be a check swing. It's going to go foul. Oh, E on the infield umpire. Marty, got to come up with those.
That was a pretty poor effort right there.
I'm going to agree.
You need to see a little bit more out of umpires.
I'm going to have to catch Marty on his way out and have a talk with that one. So 0-2 is the count here to Dybel. And there's a swing and a miss, strike three. Another timely Renaissance Bank strikeout there back-to-back, as a matter of fact,
Players left on base.
as we'll head to the bottom of the third inning. But before we do that, let's hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me. And the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance. And I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want. And I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Kara.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as Kara Hayes will start us off here in the bottom of the third inning with ICC leading 3-0. Real quick shout out, Charlie Piper checking in, giving a roll try for the Lady Indians this afternoon, hoping to see ICC come away with a pair of wins here. As this one's going to be a foul ball by Hayes. Boy, I tell you what, Hayes she's had a tough day at the plate, but man, she hits it hard. And you can hear her whenever she it reminds me of tennis players when they hit the
little grunt.
The volley back. She kind of puts a grunt out there.
That means you're swinging hard enough.
Yes. That pitch in there for a strike. Maltby still your pitcher here for Lansing. Again, we do want to give a shout out to those that are watching up north. As that pitch fouled off. That one going 0-2 now is the count. CJ, as I mentioned in the first game, they're from the good part of Michigan over towards East Lansing, not the Ann Arbor area. I might have refused to show up if we had to play anybody from Ann Arbor today. Is that pitch missing outside? Matter of fact, they got anybody from Ann Arbor on their team? Nope.
Don't look like it.
Good. I like them even more. And that's going to be a foul
got
ball.
A piece of her foot.
Yeah, it came off her foot there as she was trying to tough it out that time. Kristen also saying roll tribe. So whole Piper crew checking in. So 1-2 is the count here on Hayes. She had an RBI on her ground out to short in her previous at bat. She's going to pull that one foul as well.
She ain't quite got the timing. She's been out in front of every one of these pitches.
Hayes, Clark, and Alberson due up here. Indians lead this one 3-0 after putting a 3 spot on the board in the bottom of the first. Hayes ahead of that one as well. But again, you hear it. You hear that grunt. You hear the hard swing. She's making solid contact with the ball. She just got to get that timing up.
There it is.
And this one she times up, lifts out to the outfield, and it's going to be off the base of the wall. And she's going to try to make the best of this one, and she's going to be a stand-up triple. Well, that's the reason why you battle and find a way to win. Hayes shifted all the way to 6th and ended up at 3rd base.
She's a baller, man. She's going to be your battler. She's a grinder. She gets in there. She's going to, every pitch, she's going to try to get that bat on it, and she finally got that timing and drove it to the gap.
So now with no outs in the inning, a runner at 3rd base, this is going to be Caroline Clark coming to the plate. Looks at that first pitch, missing low for a ball. CJ, I want to see you and Hayes in a foot race next week, if she has a minute.
I hope you got some wide-angle lenses. She's probably going to blow me out the water.
Clark pops this one up. It's going to get out of play over on the right side.
Now, me and you in a foot race might be a little closer.
No, you'll make me look like Hayes racing you. I refuse to run.
Oh, Raphael's raising his hand. He wants to get in on it.
Raphael wants in on it. I tell you what, we'll just have a sports information department foot race around the bases. Me, you, Ralph, and Lee.
I tell you, they're having that field day up. The fitness center's putting on that field day for the kids. That might be a good event.
It might be. It might be, as we got a meeting in the circle here right now. But, hit us up on Twitter. That's a good question. Who would win that foot race?
Who's running the Twitter day?
Would it be CJ, me, Ralph, or Lee winning a foot race around the bases here on the softball field? If anybody votes for anybody other than CJ, you clearly have not seen me, Lee, or Raphael.
No. Yeah.
So 1-1 is the count here to Clark. As she fouls this one off, it's going to go down the right side. 1-2 now is the count. We're going to put that pole up. I like that idea, CJ.
Maybe we can get some donations to a charity of our choice. Make that happen.
I like it.
Brother Chris chiming in with the BSUs, the charity of choice. It's going to be inside.
That one missing inside. I'm sorry, I'm in the currently. So
we got a full count. Nobody out. Kara's on third. Clark is at the plate, and she's showing bunt.
And that'll be a walk.
Nope, strikeout.
Oh, a strikeout, excuse me.
The left fielder,
So that's saying I was looking down and updating the Twitter here. Let's put the poll up for one day. So now you can go to. There's going to be a ground out to the third baseman.
Good play by the third baseman, holding Kara on, firing it over. First baseman come up, firing, watching her at third. So no advancement there.
So could be big here if Lansing could get out of this inning with no damage done after a leadoff triple by Hayes. Madison Jenkins, she's already got an RBI single to her credit so far this afternoon. Swings on that one, and it's going to be a line drive right at the shortstop. And a great job there getting out of the inning with no damage done. 3-0. We've played 3 in Fulton. We'll take a break. Hear words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the top of the fourth inning. ICC leading this one 3-0. Won the first game of the day by the final score of 11-0. It was a run rule effort after 9 runs in the fourth. ICC picks that one win up in 5 innings in game 1. So it'll be Walton, Mahoney, and Harris scheduled up here for our friends from Lansing Community College out of Michigan. First ever meeting between these programs. Swung on this one. It's going to be fouled off and out of play for strike 1. Well, For us, we love this weather right now, considering it's typically been cold this time of year. Our friends from Michigan, I don't think they appreciate the weather the same way we are today. Not only is it hot, but it's also humid. And that humidity gets you quicker than you can realize if you're not used to it. That pitch missing low for a ball.
I've lived here a long time. I've yet to get used to it.
That's a good point. So 1-1 now is the count. Hampton taking a lot of time here. This one's going to be popped up. Hampton to go back and make the play on it for out number 1.
Now batting,
so this will bring up the DP,
32,
Mahoney.
Tara Mahoney.
She grounded out to the shortstop in her first at bat to end the first inning. So she'll be looking to redeem herself here. So 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th. ICC leading this one 3-0.
Got a little breeze going now.
So that pitch hangs up high for a ball. The wind blowing in from center field, then shifts more towards the first base side than foul pole to foul pole. And as we said, you live in this area long enough, you know that brings storms whenever the wind's coming out of that direction. So that pitch high gets away, nobody on base to do any damage. Right now, the foot race around the bases is tied 40% Gore, 40% CJ.
Okay.
My mom probably the only one that voted for me. Thanks for the support, Mom. 2-1 now is the count with 1 out. Hampton getting set to deliver this one. I should have included Dr. Allen on that race, too.
And Boggs.
And Boggs.
Can't leave Boggs out.
We have to leave Boggs out. He's an automatic win. Now, actually, Boggs and I would be a tie because we get about halfway down first base and stop. 3-1 now, the count. This one's going to be fouled off. The count goes full now at 3-2. Now, the key to that tweet was it was the softball bases, not baseball. The ICC's got some pitchers warming up in the bullpen. M. Rob, getting loose. Waiting the 3-2 offering here. And it's going to be fouled off and bounced up and caught her on the shin. So give her a chance to kind of walk that one off for a second. So Mahoney taking her time here, rightfully so. Still working with a 3-2 count. Remind you, see highlights from this game on our YouTube channel. Just search Let's Go ICC on YouTube. This is going to be a ground ball. Third baseman scoops it up. Long throw is in time for the out. Not an easy play that time, but a good job by Harrison making sure she had the ball and then delivered a strike across the diamond for the out.
Not an easy throw under any circumstance on a softball field, but she did it perfect. Got the out.
So 2 away now. This will be Harris coming to the plate. Grounded out to the pitcher in her first at bat of the day. So she'll try to spark a 2-out rally. That pitch finds the corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count. 2 hits so far in game 2 for the Stars of Lansing. As that changeup falls off the table just a bit too soon.
I think it was a little inside, too. The height was okay.
And so 1-1 now is the count. And that went in there for a strike. Pulled the cord on the chainsaw there, but a little bit too soon as 1-2 is the count.
If it's like me, you got to pull it a few times before it cranks.
That's right. That's true. So 1-2 now is the count. Harris, the first baseman, waits on that changeup, pulls it just ahead of it, but boy.
She got enough of it.
Tim Sullivan down there had a chance to make a play on it. Had a chance to talk to MK between games. Always good to see former members of the ICC family stop by and say hi. 1-2 now is the count. Hampton looking for her 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day, and that one's going to be fouled off, and we'll do it all over again. If you are an ICC alumnus, join the ICC Alumni Association by visiting iccms.edu/alumni. That's iccms.edu/alumni. So 1-2 is the count here to Harris. And that pitch just missing outside, evens things up now at 2-2. 2 outs in the inning, nobody on here. Oh, 2-2 pitch. Waited on it. Liner to the first baseman. She'll scoop it up, step on the bag, and get the out.
In this half inning,
3 up, 3 down. Go the Stars.
0 errors.
As we'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning with ICC 7, 8, 9 batters. Stevens, Harrison, and Boatner due up here for the Indians. Back with more right after this.
Who put this over the front door?
Bobby.
Oh, come on. It was just a joke.
Maybe so, Bobby, but you know what isn't a joke? Small business loans from Renaissance Bank. Renaissance offers a variety of loan programs, which you would already know if you spent less time pranking and more time banking.
You know, I could use a little cash to start my own small business.
I'd say you're liquid enough already.
One hot and ready classic. We actually changed it with...
What? You've changed, Little Caesars. You've changed! They've changed, Balloon Bro. You've changed, Karate Man. How can you dance during a time like this? You've changed. Ah! Tell me why.
It tastes even better because we added 33% more pepperoni.
Give me one of those.
Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the 4th inning. Maltby still your pitcher, Connor Stevens, to start us off here. In the bottom of the 4th, ICC leading it 3-0 here in Game 2. Stevens was our Samstown Market star of the game in Game 1. She reached on an error in her first at-bat of this game. She's going to send a flare out to the right side. Diving effort, but just couldn't find it in foul territory. Heck of an effort out there in right field by Dybel. Just couldn't come up with it there.
Liked the effort. Nothing to lose there. Clearly a foul ball. If you can make an outstanding catch and get an out, why not?
Absolutely. I'll tell you, I've been impressed with the scrappiness of Lansing today. This is their first games of the season. ICC 11 games into the year. So they got their rhythm down a little bit more so than maybe some of the Lansing players out there. But one thing's for certain, you said it, you saw that diving effort there, CJ. They've really have just left it all on the field so far.
Yeah, I also add in that, what they say, 15-hour bus ride.
Yeah. That pitch in there for a strike.
They don't always give you the best legs.
Not at all. 2-2 now is the count here to Stevens. And just the thought of a 15-hour bus ride is miserable. There's a grounder right back to the pitcher. Throw over is in time, 1-3 on the putout to retire Stevens.
In the 8th slot is the third baseman, number 4.
I'm trying to think.
Harrison.
I would say we had a 10-hour, may have been more than that, bus trip when we went to the national tournament with the women in Kansas. As that pitch in there for a strike, this is Allison Harrison. CJ, what's the longest road trip you've been on, driving-wise?
Probably all at once, probably about 12 hours.
So we right around there, 12 to 13, maybe 14. A trip back from Minneapolis.
No, it wasn't on a bus either.
No, it wasn't on a bus. That's the biggest difference. As there's a grounder to the second baseman. Scoop up, throw over in time. Quickly, 2 outs now. And now this will be Boatner, the number 9 batter, coming up here.
Number 5, Katie Boatner.
Ever been to Michigan?
No, right there close when we went to South Bend. But, what, about 2 miles away from the state line?
Not far at all. Been to Detroit. As there's a pitch, missing for a ball. Got a chance to go up to the Palace at Auburn Hills before they closed it down. Being a Pistons fan, that was really cool. Toured around Detroit. 1-0 now is the count. That one finds the outside corner. That may be what we have to do on our next trip up to South Bend. Just make that short drive up to Michigan so you can say you can go. Make a little check mark.
Mark it off the map, yeah. I flew over it once on my way to Canada, but didn't spend any time there.
I got close to Canada. Didn't have my passport, so I didn't get a chance to go. Is that pitch missing high? 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, they usually frown on that.
Yeah, I wasn't going to push my luck at that time. So Boatner at the plate. Listen to that pitch outside for a ball. 3-1 now. We'll go the count here on Boatner. She grounded out to the pitcher in her first appearance of the day. There's 2 outs in the inning. And that one called a strike. 3-2 now is the count. And she fouls this one back. And we'll stay at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. ICC up 3-0 here in game 2. They were able to get an 11-0 win in the first game of the day. There's a grounder right back to the pitcher. Throw over is in time. 1-3. Second time today that Boatner has been retired on a 1-3 ground out. That 4th inning being brought to you by the Bank of Oklahoma. John Hare and all the fine folks at the Bank of Oklahoma is proud to help bring today's action your way here on the ICC Sports Network. They're located at 227 West Main Street. Visit bankofoklahoma.com for more information. Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
This is you, right? Nigga, like, bacon, bacon, bacon.
Well, this is you.
I love bacon. Sonic bacon on bacon, quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Okay, you got me.
I need a double stuffed Oreo blast, guys.
You got it.
Gonna need a double stuffed Oreo waffle cone, too.
Coming right up. Order up. Sonic double stuffed Oreo waffle cone and blast.
One hot and ready classic. We actually changed it with...
What? You've changed, Little Caesars. You've changed! They've changed, Balloon Bro! You've changed, Karate Man! How can you dance during a time like this? You've changed! Ah! Tell me why.
It tastes even better because we added 33% more pepperoni.
Give me one of those.
Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza. Pitcher, number 18.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the top of the 5th inning here. ICC leading this one 3-0 over Lansing in game 2. Hampton still in the circle for ICC. So far, so good for her. She's got 4 Renaissance Bank strikeouts today. Has only given up 2 hits. She's walked 1. As that change up in there for a strike. Now she's just hoping I didn't jinx her by going over those Sonic stats.
You can see the improvement in her from last year.
As this one's going to be lifted to right field. Diving effort not there. And this is going to go for extra bases. And they're going to hold her up for a double. Great effort out there by Stevens. Just couldn't quite get to it. And that'll be a double for the pitcher, Maltby. Imagine we'll have a runner coming into this situation, and we will.
It's like 11. Peyton Lehman.
That's going to be Lehman coming in to run.
Running.
She saw some action batting and playing in the first game, so she'll come in to run in this situation here. And now
batting, playing second base.
The Stars trying to climb back into this one. And a positive start there with an extra base hit. That double being brought to you by Davis Ford. If you're looking for your next new or used automobile, stop by 904 West Main Street right here in Fulton to experience the Davis Ford difference. See their inventory at davisfordsales.com. So Bird coming to the plate here. She has a single. So she's 1 for 1 here in game 2. And a big time opportunity here for the Stars to get back into this one. So Hampton getting her single from the side. Dribbler to the second baseman. Eats her up. The throw over, though, is in time. Good job staying in front of the ball that time by Henry. As that took an awkward hop on her, the runner was able to advance to third. But you saw that one kind of come up and hit her in the shoulder that time, CJ. She just sacrificed her body, knew that it could take an awful hop, and kept it in front of her.
That's the joys of playing infield position on this all dirt, ultra, whatever you want to call it, infield here. Sometimes that happens.
So this is Williams at the plate. Fouls off the first pitch for strike one. She struck out swinging to end the second in her only plate appearance so far here in game 2. So there is a runner at third with 1 out. 0-1 is the count here to Bird. Or no, excuse me, this is Williams. She swings and misses at that one. 0-2 now is the count. Williams playing in left field. Awaiting the 0-2 offering here from Hampton. That pitch missing high and outside for a ball. Not a bad spot to miss. See if you couldn't get her to chase one. Good eye on the part of Williams to hold off on that one.
Yeah, with the 0-2 count, you got some wiggle room there. Might as well try to get her to chase.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here from Hampton. And strike 3. Well, just got her looking at another one, second time today as she's going down on strikes. 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. ICC fans, remember, visit rewardsextra.com to learn more about Renaissance Bank's Rewards Extra checking accounts. They offer things like roadside assistance, cell phone insurance, over 400,000 discounts, along with all the great rates and so much more. That's rewardsextra.com by Renaissance. That pitch in there for a strike. 2 outs now in the inning and runner at third. And this is Warner at the plate. Listen to the first pitch for a strike. Say that second pitch just outside. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at third. ICC with a 3-0 lead here over the Stars. That pitch missing low. 2-1 now goes the count.
Staying on that outside corner with her. If Kirk's got some scouting or what, but they don't seem to want to throw her inside here.
So waiting the 2-1 pitch. Comes inside, misses low.
That's usually what happens when you say stuff like that.
Yep, that's the reason why I feel bad for even mentioning that she only gave up 2 hits and she instantly gives up a double after talking about it. 3-1 now. The count here on the third baseman, Warner. And that pitch in there for a strike. 3-2 now is the count. Umpire apparently likes the pitches up a little bit versus down. That's typically where Hampton thrives, is when she has a low strike zone. She's more of a ground ball pitcher, as there's going to be a grounder to the second baseman. Easy toss over, and that'll do it. 4-3 on the putout, so the Indians get out of a slight jam there in the top of the fifth. 3-0 ICC still with the lead. Let's take a minute and hear from the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Your knee is a complex joint with many components, making it vulnerable to a variety of injuries. Some of the most common knee injuries include fractures, dislocations, sprains, and ligament tears. Many knee injuries can successfully be treated with simple measures such as bracing, rehabilitation, and exercise. The other injuries may require surgery to correct. At our injury clinic, we commonly see meniscal tears that occur during sports. Tears in the meniscus can occur when twisting, cutting, pivoting, or being tackled. Meniscal tears may also occur as a result of arthritis or aging. Just an awkward twist when getting up from a chair may be enough to cause a tear if the meniscus has weakened with age. The most common symptoms of meniscus tears are pain, stiffness, swelling, catching or locking of your knee, the sensation of your knee giving way, and if you are not able to move your knee through its full range of motion. The RICE protocol is effective for most sports-related injuries. RICE stands for rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Remember that at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the bottom of the fifth inning. This fifth inning is being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. They meet Tuesday nights right across the street from the Davis Event Center. Follow them on Instagram at ICC Wesley. So the 1-2-3 batters due up here for the Indians in the bottom of the fifth inning. Henry, Patterson, and Hayes. That first pitch.
That looked really high.
I was say looked high there, and also sounded painful when he called it a strike. Kind of sounded like me getting out of the bed on a Monday. Just a moan and a groan for strike one. That pitch drifts high. 1-1 now is the count. Got C.J. Adams joining me here for game two. Raphael Henry running the camera for us. Lee Adams down there taking photos and updating Twitter. You can see photos from today's game on ICCimages.com. That's ICCimages.com. Digital downloads available for $1. 2-1 your count here on Henry. She's 1 for 2 on the day. She's had a single and a run scored. She grounded out to second in her previous at-bat. There's a grounder, shortstop, and it comes up, and tough hop. And give an E6 on that one.
Even if she fields that cleanly, that's still a tough play to get Henry at first.
It's one of those you just got to bang it there. And so now this will be Patterson coming to the plate. Patterson 1 for 2 as well with a single. Runner goes, and the throw not in time. So that'll be a stolen base for Hannah Henry. So now the Indians getting a runner in scoring position. Patterson, as we talked about, 1 for 2. She singled, advanced on the throw, and eventually scored a run. Also grounded out to second in her previous at-bat. Right up the middle it goes, and that'll go for a hit. Ball gets away, and now they're going to ask the runner to score, and they will. So there's a single for Patterson, and then an error on the throw-in. E8 on the play. And ICC cashes in on back-to-back errors. Patterson did advance on the throw and error. And now this will be Kara Hayes, who tripled in her previous at-bat, will come up. And so ICC now leads it 4-0. And this one is going to be hit, and it's going to be down on the infield. And it'll go for a base hit there. Patterson was caught up in no man's land, as it was kind of just in the air long enough that it could have been caught. It was close enough to second base that she had to stick around the bag just in case it was caught to kind of avoid the double play there.
Yeah, she did a good job watching that ball, making sure it landed, and then getting back on the base before they could apply the tag. Because there really wasn't a play at first there.
And so now this will be Clark coming to the plate. Clark had an RBI double in her first at-bat, struck out swinging in her last at-bat. And Are they going to turn two? Yes, they are. So they caught it on the line drive there and then was able to apply the tag for the Little Caesars double play.
Left field, number 18, Haley
So an unassisted
Alberson.
double play there by Little Caesars, brought to you by Little Caesars here in Fulton. And now this will be Alberson coming to the plate. She's 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of groundouts to the third baseman. That pitch high for ball one. Well, the Indians do pick up one run early as Henry scored on a throwing error. Alberson at the plate. Looks at that one outside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. Patterson just kind of daring him to throw it to second.
Yeah, playing some games down there.
It's one of those you just look at her and then throw it back to your pitcher. So 2-0 now is the count. 2 outs. Runner at second. And this one popped up left side. Left fielder calls everyone off and squeezes it for the out. But the Indians do get one run on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 1 left on base. We'll head to the top of the 6th and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Who put this over the front door?
Bobby.
Oh, come on. It was just a joke.
Maybe so, Bobby, but you know what isn't a joke? Small business loans from Renaissance Bank. Renaissance offers a variety of loan programs, which you would already know. He spent less time pranking and more time banking.
You know, I could use a little cash to start my own small business.
I'd say you're liquid enough already.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
This is you, right? Like, you're like, bacon, bacon, bacon.
Well, this is you.
I love bacon. Sonic bacon on bacon, quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Okay, you got me.
I need a double stuffed Oreo blast, guys.
You got it.
Gonna need a double stuffed Oreo waffle cone, too.
Coming right up. Order up. Sonic double stuffed Oreo waffle cone and blast.
Leading off.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the top of the 6th inning. We do have a pitching change. This call to the bullpen being brought to you by Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy, as he reminds ICC fans, when you're ready to make the call to buy or sell your next home, give Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy a call at 662-321-9824. That's 662-321-9824. And CJ, I know you got some of those Sonic stats, as our new pitcher coming in is Emily Robinson.
I do. Emily has appeared in 3 games. She's pitched 5 innings. She has given up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, and has struck out 5.
Grounder over to third base, cleaned up nicely, and the toss across the way to retire Owen 5-3. Yeah, she's seen limited action this year after coming off knee surgery during the offseason. So they're trying to work her slowly back into the rotation, and she had a strong showing in 2 appearances against Gordon State yesterday. As there's going to be a liner, and it's going to get over the head and through the gap for a single.
It's a nice piece of hitting. Just taking what was given to him there, poking it out to right field.
Now batting, playing shortstop.
4th hit of the day for the Stars. And now this will be Walton coming to the plate. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. She popped up to the pitcher in her previous at bat. Stands in, takes that one for a ball. Again, a little low on that pitch. So M-Rob in the circle here in relief of starter Kamiyah Hampton, who leads with a 4-0 lead. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Hampton still hasn't given up a run.
She is
impressive.
Been impressive for sure this season. There's a grounder right back up the middle, and it's going to get through. So thought for a second baseman might have had a chance on that diving effort, but back-to-back singles now. And here comes the Stars, not going quietly in this evening here in Fulton.
Now batting, number 4.
And this is going to be Mahoney coming to the plate.
Mahoney.
She is 0 for 2 today with a grounder to the shortstop and most recently a ground out to the third baseman. So there's one out here in the inning. That pitch finds the corner for a strike. So 0-1 the count. Runners on first and second. 4-0 ICC with the lead. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Nice job getting that one by her. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Wind shifting now, blowing foul pole to foul pole. That pitch outside. Snap throw down to second, not in time. And so we'll sit at 1-2.
It's basically a pitch out right there.
Yep. So 1-2, 1 out. Runners on first and second here for the Stars. There's a grounder up the middle. They're going to get 1. Can they turn 2? Yes, they do. A Little Caesars double play to end the inning there. And that was a big one. ICC 4, Lansing nothing. We'll take a break. Let's hear from Little Caesars and be back with more right after this.
Bringing home the Batman calzone from Little Caesars might make you feel like Batman. But could you really be the Batman?
A little help here!
Never mind. But at least the new Batman calzone with a calzone crust will make you feel like you're a superhero. The Batman in theaters March 4th.
Pizza, pizza. Try it first.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here. It would be Alberson, Jenkins, and Stevens due up. We do want to remind you to vote on our fan poll right now as who would win a foot race around the softball bases. Raphael Henry, Lee Adams, CJ Adams, or myself. Find that on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. 4-0 is your score here. ICC leading this one. Alberson will be at the plate here as she is 0 for 2 on the day. Pops this one up. First baseman giving chase, and will catch it in foul territory. Despite the barking.
It's the first time I've heard the barking this year.
Yeah, they still get into that pretty good. And, of course, anybody wonders where that's from. I know some fans from Lansing might have heard it a few times, or some of them that were here. Last year, we had a ground ball, or a ball get to the gap, and Mckenzie ran out to get the ball. And as soon as there was a dog out there in the outfield. And as soon as she runs up to the dog, it just goes crazy, barking at her. I guess it was asleep, and she scared it running up on it, and it freaked her out. And so, yeah, that's where that's come from, is kind of a salute to that memory, if you will. This pitch popped up. Right fielder will go over and make the play. Too quickly away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, playing third base, number 4, Allison.
So 2 quick outs.
Yeah, very quick outs. That pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. This is a new batter in here. This is Harrison. As she fouls this one back. So this was Harrison batting in place of Stevens, or no, excuse me. So, okay, I thought that was wrong. I thought I missed an out that previous inning, so let me go back and correct my stats. Either way it goes. 0-2 now is the count. Yeah, I missed a batter somewhere. I think I've kind of caught up to where I'm at. Swing and a miss for strike three. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout to get out of the inning there. Let's take a break and hear from our friends over at Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh dear. Stay away from the new rug.
The homecoming game is next Friday, and no one has even asked me yet.
Sydney, do you want my advice?
Of course, Kirk.
I'd open up an account with Renaissance Bank. With their Rewards Extra Checking program, you get great discounts from top retailers.
That's gonna help me get a date?
No, but it's gonna help you buy that outfit you really wanted so you can go to that cool new concert instead.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ICC leading this one 4-0 as we head to the top of the 7th inning here. So ICC 3 outs away from calling it a day and picking up the sweep here. But it's going to be Harris, Maltby, and Bird scheduled up here, the 5, 6, 7 batters. That pitch missing outside from Rob for a ball. Remind you, stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank post-game report. We'll have our Samstown Market star of the game, Sonic Stats, and a game recap brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. As there's going to be a grounder, it's going to be a slow roller. Throw across the way is not in time. Well, that one's just going to go for a hit there. Just one of those rollers that took its time getting down the line, and good speed there for Harris, able to leg that one out and start the inning off in a positive note.
Yeah, I agree. That's got to be a hit. That was just one of them no-man land zones there that you can't get to the ball quick enough to get them out.
So this will be Maltby coming to the plate now. Would love to help her own cause here with a base hit as that pitch across for a strike. She's in line for the decision right now here in game 2. Harris, that was her first hit here in game 2. Oh, nice off-speed pitch. Way ahead of that one was Maltby. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, and no outs here in the top of the 7th. That pitch missing outside. 1-2 now is the count. Not a bad spot to miss. So 1-2 now. The count here to Maltby. That pitch high and outside. 2-2 now goes the count. So Rob will toe the rubber here with a 2-2 count. Runner on first and no outs. There's a roller. Third baseman gets it. Throw across the way in time for the out. Another tough play over there at third base, but nicely done. 5-3 on the putout. Runner does advance to second.
It was a tough play. That was just an inch or so off from hitting the base and bouncing who knows where. So great job over there by Harrison.
So now this will be Bird coming to the plate. She's 1 for 2 on the day. She's got a single in her first at bat, grounded out to second in her last at bat. So 1 away and a runner on second. That pitch missing outside for a ball. Golf team in action down at East Central at Dancing Rabbit Golf Course. We'll try to have updates on that by the end of the night. As that pitch missing high and outside, 2-0 is the count. They'll wrap up day 2, or they'll try to wrap up day 2 tomorrow. As we said, weather anticipated to move in late tonight, early tomorrow. We talked about our rain. Well, I looked at the forecast for Lansing tomorrow. They're calling for snow. My, how different the weather is from one spot to the other. So 3-0 is the count here to Bird. Figure the red light to be on here. It was, and she's taking the whole way there. 3-1 now is the count. So 3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. That is the situation here with a runner at second. Bird at the plate, Robinson in the circle. Fouls this one back, and now the count goes full at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, payoff pitch coming here. Waited the 3-2 offering. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
Just a beautiful pitch right there. It just tailed away there at the last moment.
Now there's 2 outs as that's the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Robinson. And so this will be Williams, who has struck out twice, trying to keep this game alive here. Listen to that first pitch in there for a strike. So 0-1 is the count, 2 away, runner at second, top of the 7th. ICC leading this one 4-0. Thought about going on that one, held off, called a ball. 1-1 now is the count. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Indians trying to close the door on this one. So that pitch drifts high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Rob set to deliver the pitch. And they're going to call that one a strike. Might have also been a strike because I think she kind of broke those wrists forward on the swing as well, but he did call it a strike. 2-2 now is the count.
I'd come right back with that same pitch, just a little further out.
And there it is, strike 3. Indians win it by the final score of 4-0 to complete the sweep of Lansing this afternoon here in Fulton. We're going to take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report. Back with more right after this here from Fulton.
We thank you for your... Coach gave starting quarterback to someone else.
Say, kid, you know what I do when I'm really feeling down? I think about Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. With mobile phone protection and 24/7 roadside assistance. It should be in your starting lineup, just like my favorite quarterback. Now, come on, let's see that arm.
Who wants pie?
Playing on tour takes years of dedication. Hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here, your final score in Game 2. ICC picks up a 4-0 win. This is the Renaissance Bank postgame report. Visit rewardsextra.com to learn more about Renaissance Bank's Rewards Extra checking account. They offer things like roadside assistance, cell phone insurance. Boy, if they offered cell phone service, I'd be getting it at the lake for sure. Over 400,000 discounts along with Renaissance great rates and so much more. That's rewardsextra.com. As the Renaissance Bank postgame report. CJ, let's get your final thoughts here on Game 2.
Yeah, good thing Game 2. I wasn't here for Game 1.
Yeah.
Just a solid performance by the pitching staff. Hampton throwing the 5 shutout innings. Imrob coming in to close it out. Really only had, I can remember, 2 threats of scoring at all in the whole game. So a great job by the pitching staff. And the offense put the runs up early, added a run later, and that's it, man. Just a solid game, start to finish.
And that game recap brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. They are your preferred choice of orthopedic care. You can visit them at 499 Gloucester Creek Village or give them a call at 662-205-5282. That's 662-205-5282. The Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Let's take a look at some Sonic stats here. Your Sonic of Fulton wants to remind you that you can get half-price drinks or slushes all the time thanks to the new Sonic app. You also get special deals there that aren't offered to the general public. Melissa Dunn and all the great folks over there at Sonic are happy to support ICC athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. Got this for your final line for Lansing: no runs, 6 hits, 3 errors. For ICC, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Lansing falls to 0-2 on the year. ICC improves to 12-0. Batting for the Stars, Owen was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Dybel was 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout and a walk. Walton went 1 for 3 with a single and a strikeout. Mahoney was 0 for 3. She did hit into a double play. Harris was 1 for 3 with a single. Maltby was 1 for 3 with a double. Bird was 1 for 3 with a single and a strikeout. Williams struck out 3 times. Warner was 1 for 2 with a strikeout, with a single and a stolen base. For ICC, Hannah Henry was 1 for 3. She scored 2 runs, stole a base, had a single, and did reach on an error. Mckenzie Patterson was 2 for 3. She scored a run. She did advance on an error as well in that one. Kara Hayes was 2 for 3. She had a triple, a single, and also had an RBI ground out. Caroline Clark was 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI double and run scored. Haley Alberson was 0 for 3. Madison Jenkins was 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Connor Stevens was 0 for 3. She did reach on an error. Allison Harrison was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Katie Boatner was 0 for 2 on the afternoon as well. CJ, I'm going to put it in your hands, let you pick our Sam's Town Market star of the game. Sam Ferris and the rest of the crew at Sam's Town Market. They proudly serve some of the best meat and produce around the Northeast Mississippi area. They also have a wide variety of specialty items. Stop by and visit Sam's Town Market, located at 3325 North Highway 371, or as I like to say, right there in the heart of good old Manatee. Find them on Facebook, Sam's Town Market. CJ, your star of the game.
I'm going to give it to Hampton. Starting pitcher, 5 solid innings. Still 0 runs scored on her this season. Just an outstanding performance and a great win for Game 2.
Absolutely. So that is our Sam's Town Market star of the game, Kamiyah Hampton in Game 2. In Game 1, it was Connor Stevens who got that nod after she went 3 for 3 with a pair of 2-run doubles and scored a run as well there. So that's going to do it here for the Renaissance Bank postgame report. We'd like to thank this afternoon's sponsors: Renaissance Bank, Davis Ford, Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, Cagle Eye Center, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, the ICC BSU, Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Homes, Sam's Town Market, and ICC Wesley Foundation. Remember, for updates on all 11 of ICC's intercollegiate athletic programs, visit letsgoicc.com and follow Let's Go ICC on your favorite social media platform. So, for CJ Adams, Lee Adams, Z Taylor, Raphael Henry, Lee Adams, I'm Adam Gore saying so long, and thank you for joining us for this presentation of ICC Athletics. We'll be back in action scheduled for Tuesday, baseball, softball, and tennis, all at home, but Mother Nature will probably have something else to say about that. Your number 2 Indians win Game 1 by the final score of 11-0 in 5 innings and complete the sweep of the visiting Lansing Stars with a 4-0 win in Game 2. We do want to wish the best to our friends from Lansing and hope they have a great season. Safe travels as they go throughout the South and head back home over the next few days. Have a blessed evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.